Assalamu alaikum and barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
On
salam.
today's program, we're talking about the Islamic perspective of surrogacy. Here with me, I have our Ustadh Tajudeen Abdur Raheem. Firstly, what does surrogacy mean?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Surrogacy is the process where a woman gets pregnant through artificial insemination or implantation of a fertilized egg. So, before we can understand the concept of surrogacy, we must understand that someone who is a surrogate mother is someone who carries the pregnancy for someone else who cannot give birth for one reason or the other. So we have intended parents as well. The intended parents are those who cannot give birth by themselves. So they need the help of a surrogate to help them carry the pregnancy so they can have the child of their own. So that is what surrogacy means.
What are the Islamic perspective of surrogacy?
The Islamic perspective of surrogacy in Islam remains a controversial issue among scholars of Islam. So because surrogacy talks about parentage, it talks about lineage, it's the implication goes further to family and society. So some scholars of Islam opine that Muslims or non-Muslims or the general society at large can go for surrogacy, while some are of the opinion that surrogacy is haram, it is against the core dictate of Islam. So those who are against have their evidences, have what they believe, have what they use as backup, and those who are for also have evidences that they base their facts upon.
Also, why do people consider surrogacy?
People consider surrogacy for two major reasons. The first one is natural reasons, while the other one is artificial reasons. Let me first talk about the natural reasons. Allah the Most High created humans or created us in such a way that some of us will give birth to male, some will give birth to female, and some will remain barren for the entirety of their life. Allah the Most High says in the Quran, Allah says, for him only is the dominion of the seven heavens and the earth. Yakhaluku man yasha, he creates whoever he wills. Yahabu liman yasha'u inathan, Allah says, I give to whoever I will female children only. And that is why some people, when they marry even up to 4 wives, they always continue to give birth to female children. Yahabu liman yasha'u dhukur, Allah says, and I bestow unto whoever I will male children. So some people, they will continue to give birth to male children and they will never have female children in their lineage. Allah says, I will use a wujuhum dhukuranan wa inasan, and at times I merge it together. I give some people male and female children, and that we can reference that to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we all read in history. Wa yaj'alu man yasha'u hakiman, Allah says, and I make whoever I will barren. Innahu alimun qadir. Allah ends this verse by saying, for indeed Allah is the all-knowing and the most powerful. So in the design of the world, Allah makes some people barren. And as humans, we always crave to have our own children, aside adopting children, even though adoption is permissible. So some people do not consider adopting children, and that is why they go in respect to surrogacy. They prefer to find a surrogate mother because they could not give birth to the children of their own, and go for that. The second reason, like I said earlier, is the artificial causes why people consider surrogacy, and that is because this can be caused, for instance, when female individuals have lost their womb. This can be caused through multiple abortions or the use of contraceptives. Too much of contraceptives can make a woman lose their womb, and when they lose their womb, they choose to go for surrogacy so as to get the children of their own.
In conclusion, do you think surrogacy is bad or good?
Surrogacy can be bad, and at the same time surrogacy can be good, and that is why I said scholars of Islam will continue to differ as regard in respect to the permissibility of engaging in surrogacy. It will only be good if it is caused by natural causes. Muslims are permitted to go into surrogacy if it is because they are barren. For instance, the partner who is the male, who is the husband, has a low sperm count and the sperm cannot reproduce. They can find someone who is a donor of sperm who will donate the sperm, and the woman would use the sperm and they will get pregnant. For instance, it is the woman who cannot give birth again, probably because she usually have a miscarriage. and she has been warned not to conceive any longer, to be in a good state of health. So they can collect the egg from the spermatozoa of the man, collect the egg from the woman, and implant it in a surrogate mother who is willing to help them carry the baby, and they will have their children. But if it is because someone has lost their womb as a result of multiple abortions, or because someone has lost their womb due to the excessive use of contraceptive, then it is going to be bad. Because if we should make it permissible for all, some women, some ladies will continue to engage in prostitution. They will continue to do all sorts of things, all because they have it in mind that they will go for surrogacy later in life when they need their children. May Allah continues to make us steadfast and grant us the perfect understanding of this thing.
Thank you, sir. Also, what's your advice for people doing surrogacy?
My advice in conclusion is that for whoever is interested in doing surrogacy, there should be a mutual understanding between the surrogate mother and the intended parents, because that is one of the things that generates conflict, disagreement, and even war, even after pregnancy in most cases. Because we have seen instances where surrogate mother will collect money, will collect the needed care, and after giving birth, she will still demand to have the children, whereas she is not the owner of the children. And that is why some scholars of Islam will continue to disagree on the permissibility of surrogacy, like I said.
Thank you, sir.